and standing on it, they don't know what that feel like from other people. Like they
No.
they don't like that shit.
No. They really don't. Boundary versus low key shade versus a different version of messy. Okay, so what do you mean? Say that shit with your chest, because right now it's low key shade coming from you. Come up in the box and say what you mean. Because who threw low key shade? Hey, fine wine.
I ain't threw no shade. I said it with my chest. If it was me,
I think they're referring to a diamond. I'm trying to see what was shady.
oh.
Because even with the AJ thing,
I don't know what happened. So I'm just
because AJ asked her, does that mean me? I think if AJ wouldn't have asked that question, Diamond wouldn't have thought nothing about it. I think that once she brought it to the forefront, does that mean me? It kind of forced Diamond's hand. So think about this. Somebody set a rule in front of a teacher set a rule in front of the whole classroom. The teacher like you, teacher fuck with you, and out the blue you tell the teacher, does that mean me too? Now the teacher got to be like, yeah, you too. Because now it's going to look like you got favors and you picking and choosing.
I think it's also a way I think it's fair for AJ to ask that question too, because if you want clarity. We talk about effective communication and like understanding each other, you know what I'm saying too, and communicating effectively. But if I don't ask that question, I'll never know if I'm one of the people that you talk.
But she knows she don't dox. She don't dox or do none of that stuff.
If she hang with people who dox, she be on panels with people who dox.
I don't think it applied to AJ.
Oh, okay.
I really don't think it initially applied to AJ. I think that once AJ asked, she had to stand on that, because then it would look like she was picking and choosing, because then people would be like, well, AJ hang with such and such. Well, just like they did. As soon as she said yeah to AJ, then they started naming other people. Oh. Well, such and such do this and such do that and such do that. And it's like it went to the whole rabbit hole of people trying to give her names of people who did this and who did that and who did that.
Oh, they were snitching?
Yeah, they snitched on. They said Rose. They said they just gave all kind of names, and I was just like,
y'all gotta stop. Okay,
it became the whataboutism.
It became the what about? Oh, so like they started throwing names out there, like what about this person? What about that person? Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, y'all gotta grow up. Y'all gotta grow up.
And I swear we grown, right? We grown.
Like to say that. We like to say that, but do we portray that? You know what I'm saying? Like it baffles me how people think they can get on this app and act a whole fool 24/7, and you don't act like that in real life. I know there are relationships in your real life that you actually can have a conversation with somebody. You don't just pop off if y'all disagree or
right.
Like there's some real relationships that you have that are normal relationships. A lot of times they only portray the person that pops off on here. So like it's just, are we grown now?
I don't think so. I don't think people know how to be grown. Thor, who is Thor? Let me see. She said this morning she loved AJ and she tried reaching out to her. And that's why I think I think that it was probably a kind of like a messed up move for AJ to ask in front of all them people, because then people start putting stuff in her head. Hey, Jay, people start putting little seeds in her head. And I think that just messed it up even more. So, but it is a topic of conversation. It is a topic of discussion, and many panels that I've scrolled into today have asked me, T, you still allowed over there? T, you still allowed? I don't dox, and I don't be up hanging with people that dox.
So what boundaries have you created? Like I guess to me it seems like the little break allowed some clarity to come through, right? And so, like, she's saying, I'm coming back and I want some boundaries for my platform. I want to take it somewhere different. That's what I'm hearing you say.
Yeah, well, somebody called her and threatened her children.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you need to create boundaries. If she created boundaries, then what boundaries? Are you doing the same thing? Like, are there any boundaries?
I started creating boundaries before I left. Like, I used to didn't block. I block now. Certain people are not allowed back in my space. So I already started setting boundaries before the app even ended. Stuff that I usually wouldn't do, I started setting those boundaries. So, yeah.
That's good though. That's gonna protect you.
Yeah.
It's gonna protect you moving forward. Like, you know, you're trying to go somewhere and do something different. When you're trying to do something different with your life, there's certain things you just can't surround yourself with no more. There's certain people
Right.
who can go with you, and that's how you protect yourself and what you're creating from those people. Some of the people don't belong on the journey, and that's okay.
I agree. And that's what she said. She said she just wants to rebrand, and this is the boundary that she set in that.
I think that's fair. I think
And
that's
people
right.
then try to tell you, and that's why I say sometimes you don't even have to tell people your boundaries, because I remember my boundary used to be you had to have 1,000 followers to come up, right? And I said that because a lot of people, you remember when we first started going live, we had to have 1,000 followers to come in the box. We had to have 1,000 followers to go live, all of that. So hold on one second, sis. So with that, I started setting that rule because people didn't have panel etiquette when they came up in the live. Mm-hmm. So people would then be like, I'll let somebody up that I know has been in the panel before, or I'll let somebody up that I know that maybe is my subscriber or something like that. Mm-hmm. But people were still giving me a hard time, like, about my fucking boundary and who I made the exception for. It's my boundary, and if I want to make an exception to it, I can. What are you going to do about it? You get what I'm saying? But people don't understand that.
That's also like, have you noticed how, and I know you don't pay attention to this too, because you be clocking stuff, you just don't be saying stuff. You've noticed how people will get on other people's panel, and just because you cool with them and y'all have some sort of rapport, you think you could tell people, you could drop people, you can block people, you could do whatever you want on somebody else's panel. That's crossing that person's boundary. This is their space.
Exactly.
And you got to follow the rules of their space. And a lot of people are taking advantage of the spaces that their friends are creating. Just because
the moderator space, yeah.
You can't hold it down for yourself.
That's why I have to do a real big screen with my moderators. Yeah. Because you're not going to come up in here and you're not going to run my platform how you want it to be run. Okay, sis, like, you're not going to drop people because you don't like them. This is not your platform. This is not your space. You get what I'm saying? You don't get to do that. Or you arguing with, you picking with a person in the comment section, and now you feel like you can mute them because you don't like what they saying. No. And especially me. If I can go toe to toe with a motherfucker and you think you can mute a person and I don't even mute or block people, what make you think you get to because you and your feelings about you going back and forth with a motherfucker?
Or you
don't play them games.
Channel full of people and other people are talking. It's their turn to talk. You've been dominating the conversation. You stop people from talking and shit like that. Like, to with comments and shit like that. Like, that shit takes away from what the host is trying to do with their panel. And people don't be respecting that.
I agree. And I think that people then, especially people that's never been hosts, then try to tell a host how to set it. It's like, I've had so many people that used to critique me and how I ran my space until they had to run a space.
Mm-hmm. I used to do that, and I hate how you ran your space, but I shut my goddamn mouth, too. And my damn business, too.
Because people start to understand why I did what I did.
You will be frustrated, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? Same with Diamond. Like, when you said, there was one time you said, I go back and I think about how sometimes I was overly critical of Diamond, and you were able to see kind of like why she was going.
She was the way she was, yeah.
I can see the same thing sometimes. Like, we was back listening to a live the other day before TikTok left, and we was listening to the merger live. And I was like, you know what? I can understand why she said what she said in this moment. Like, I've been able to do the same thing. I've been able to go back and recognize some of the things that I've done wrong and said wrong too. But there are some people who just not self-aware like that on this side, or they don't even want to be. A lot of these people don't want to be. They like to come on here and portray characters rather than authenticity. And
I was just talking to somebody about that this morning over the phone. I said, these people really don't think we real people. They think that we really are characters. So even when stuff happens, it's like, get over it. You be all right. Like somebody just said in the comments, I don't think it will last. Who gives a fuck? She still set a boundary. And I think that's what people don't get. Like, even if it doesn't last, you still attempted to do it. I still set a boundary. Okay, you know what? I realized that was a boundary that might have been a little harsh. I might have to scale back on that. Why are you worried about how long her boundary will last? I don't understand people. I just think the things that people be worried about is like, why the fuck is that your problem?
Because they try to make it their problem. People feel like, and to an extent, I think we are kind of responsible for creating a culture of anything we put on the internet is everybody can have an opinion and everybody can say what they want to say to people. Like we kind of curate it as just people who talk about everything. We've curated this space where people utilize their freedom of speech way more often than they really motherfucking should. Because sometimes shit just don't need to be said. Like sometimes you can mind your motherfucking business.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think that people just don't, their entitlement to your business is a
There's a
problem.
lot of entitlement on this side of TikTok. There's a lot. You've done a great job throughout the years, though, of not allowing the entitlement to shine on your platform, though. I've seen it on pretty much everybody else's platform, and I've seen like people try to do that shit on your platform, but you shut that shit down like real quick. Like, no,
I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You are not entitled to, like, especially when people get close to you. Nope. Nope, we're not doing that. Not doing that.
Yep.
Right, they love to talk mess about y'all, but stay streaming y'all. I agree. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with watching us or whatever, because people gonna still watch us and have their opinion about us. It's just the obsession. Like, if you don't like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's a hard thing to say, because it's people that I don't like. I may commentate on something that I see going on, but it's not because I don't like that person. It's because, okay, it's something that's big. Maybe Bullock is over there. Maybe it's a big thing. It's a trend. It's a conversation to have. But I think some people, they create this obsession with a specific person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that obsession, a lot of people become obsessed with people that remove access. If you notice that, as soon as I remove access for you, you gain this real deep, twisted obsession and disdain for me because I remove my access from you.
You can you can't.
Yes, baby.
Oh, I thought you wasn't here.
I am here. Why would I leave you?
I didn't hear nothing.
You didn't hear nothing?
Yeah.
I was really, really quiet.
No, be loud.
Okay.
Next week.
Okay, baby. He is a mess. Yeah, y'all come on, tap the screen. How long we been on here? 54 minutes. We should be at 100K and we should be halfway at the gift goal. If you cannot gift, which I guess y'all can't reload, you can send $1 to the Cash App if you want to support. You don't have to, but if you want to support. Just like that, X always have an input. Right, Shay? Like it be me, like it be people you dating, right? And then you set this boundary and the dude be like, well, you ain't set that boundary. That's exactly what it is, y'all. You realize how much you got. Oh, you can reload on the website, y'all. Y'all can reload on the website. You realize just how much this, right, has hurt you. So moving forward, you set this boundary. And then the nigga that's in your life now be like, well, you let such and such do it. Well, I'm not letting you do it.
Yeah.
That hurt me, so I don't want it. That's exactly what this sounds like.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this sounds like right now.
But the other thing is, I think Diamond had set boundaries before that people didn't listen to or respect before they even tried to build a relationship with her. A while ago, like she stated, I don't have friends on here. This is business for me. I've heard her articulate that multiple times, especially since the era of like the Bubblies and all of them when they all hung out in person. Like since then, she really hasn't garnered real relationships like that.
Yeah.
Like that on here.
Hold on a second. Reality T said, I don't like that they, I don't like the fact that after a blogger posts a person wants us to take it down. I've always said to the bloggers, I can never get mad at you for what you post of me if I did that shit. Like I can't be mad at you for what I did. I have to take a look at myself, and if I feel like, okay, this makes me look bad, then I might want to move. Like, I don't know if y'all remember, I was replaying one of my lives, and I came on and I apologized to y'all. I said I ain't realized I yelled so much. And y'all remember that live I tried to whisper the whole live? Because I didn't realize I was so loud, and I was telling y'all, I'm not angry, but I was still yelling. Yeah, so sometimes if you could step back and be like, you know what? Let me change that because I don't like the way that looks. Instead of getting mad at the way you look. Get mad at the other person for posting the way you look.
Can we be real quick?
Go ahead.
The reason the recappers blew up was because y'all hated how y'all look. and y'all used to come and argue with the recappers because y'all didn't like what y'all saw. It wasn't what the recappers said, it was what you said.
It's what we did, yes. That's what I'm saying, yes. We didn't like what we were doing. Like, I've never got mad at the recappers or
there's some
the
people
bloggers.
have it, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of the reasons why a lot of the recappers are got a lot of slack. Like the Peaches, the people who Peach was really like she was non-problematic for the most part from the beginning. Now
Yeah.
there's been some issues, but
I
like,
love Peach. I love Peach, yeah.
She was like very non-problematic, and people still came at her even though she was seeing both sides. She was giving people grace, but people didn't like what they saw that she was playing, and that's why a lot of people came at her.
Yep, I agree. And I was one of the people that kind of gave her the game, like, don't let nobody, I pulled her over here and had a nice little talk with Peach.
I remember that.
Yep, because I don't think it was fair for people to come after her either. Hold on, Shay, you said, what are the new boundaries? So we're talking about the situation that happened over the weekend with, on Favored It, with Diamond, AJ, Kiana, Trina, HB. Who else was it? AJ. I think that was it. So Diamond set a boundary saying that she no longer wants the people in her life that associate. Bray wasn't in that live. And Susu. She set a boundary saying that she no longer wanted to be associated with or panel people that dox or people that panel people that dox. And a lot of people were upset about that. Yep, so she set a boundary and a lot of people are not happy about that boundary.
Is it the people that the boundary that she was speaking of that are upset about it, or is it like people who are not necessarily even affected by the boundary that are upset about it? Like
what you mean?
Are the masses upset about the boundary that she created, or is it just the people that she said you can't come here anymore?
Well, now what people are doing is they're feeling like they're conflating it, right? So like I went into a live today and people were like, T, are you allowed? Because you messy too. She didn't say messy people cannot come to her live. She said people that associate with people that do stuff like doxing, doing like posting people kids and stuff like that, and people that associate with those kind of people. She did not say messy. She said that type of mess. Mm-hmm. She said she does not want to be associated with people that do that or associate with people that do that.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I don't either.
I see absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I don't either. I don't think she's wrong at all.
Can we be honest about something, y'all? She said she's a business, right? Let's talk about business. Let's just talk about business real quick. As a business owner, if you are doxing people and, you know what I'm saying, putting people's children in harm's way, telling people kids food and shit like that, do you think that if that is on her show, that her show is going to be able to elevate, that some sort of broadcast network is going to pick that up at any point? No, they're not. That's a liability for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if she's striving to elevate, she's moving on, she's diversifying the way she monetizes on here. She's just gotten merch. She's expanding. She's growing. Why the fuck else wouldn't I create more boundaries to, you know what I'm saying, to make sure my business lasts?
Somebody said, I think people are mad because she still allows Manny and Vessel in the box. Is picking and choosing. I don't think it's picking and choosing. I'm going to tell you why. The situation that happened with Vessel was between Vessel and Diamond. Not between Vessel and anybody else. So if Diamond decided to forgive Vessel for what Vessel did to her, that's Diamond's right. Vessel does not go around this app doxing people. Vessel does not go around this app doing that shit. So if she decided to forgive him for what happened between them two, that's her right. It's her space. The same thing with Manny. I've never seen Manny dox anybody or anything like that. Manny hosts a court show. He doesn't have a panel. Sometimes people may come up and speak or whatever, but he doesn't have a consistent panel of people and topics. So again, people are trying to nitpick her boundary. It's still hers. So if she decides I'm allowing this person, and this person to come into my space, that's her right. It's her boundary. And how she allows that boundary to be put in position, or how she makes that boundary work for her, is on her. It's her boundary.
I didn't know.
I agree with everything you just said. Boundaries are personal. Like I don't know why y'all think anybody care what y'all think about my boundaries. Like, who is you?
Like now you gonna pick and choose. Well, you let this person come on, and I did,
And so
but you
what?
can't. Look, and I did, but you can't.
My boundary is your ass can't come over.
That's what I'm saying. I let them come, but you can't. Now, what are you gonna do? This ain't no 9 to 5. You like this is her business.
Call HR.
Yeah, what you gonna do? 'Cause that's what I'm saying. What you gonna call HR on her?
But I also need people to recognize, like, so, and I get where people's feelings possibly get hurt and things because you guys are creating relationships. But you also have to recognize when people say that this is business and they don't want friendships, they are garnering just relationships and business networking relationships. That's all it is. So you can't hope and pray that you're going to be the one person that's going to be the friend that turns into the friend either. You got to understand that if I said from jump, this is business, this is networking, then that's what the fuck it is. Don't think that you're going to become my friend at some point. If you do by some happenstance, you do, but you would know that we wouldn't even bring that here because I wouldn't even want nobody to know you my friend.
B says she can do her. We'll see how it goes. Let me tell y'all something. I've been on this app for 3 years, and I'm going to tell y'all a secret. Anything Diamond has ever done, she ain't never lost no motherfucking people. Anytime people have talked about her and made her a topic and shit like this, her numbers actually double. I don't think y'all realize that. Hey, Ray. Y'all, the moment y'all wish down or ill on a motherfucker, they do nothing but go up. So while y'all waiting to see her fail, the only thing God does is elevate her. I've seen it with my own eyes every year. Every time somebody has come after her, she elevates higher. She went from having 200-300 people in her live to 2,000 people off of the haters hating on her. Have y'all not noticed that? So while y'all waiting to see her fall, she's going to elevate just because you're waiting to see her fall. And that's because that's how the universe has it designed for her. You can't stop what the universe has in place for a person. You can't stop that. That's why when people be sitting there waiting for a person downfall, that's why y'all be mad when people elevate. Because you want them to go, you want them to fall so bad. They gonna level up every time. Stop waiting on people to fail. Worry about yourself.
I think she got a good group of people around her that's helping her elevate. Right?
Yeah, she got a solid support.
3 years ago, see, this ain't the Diamond we knew 3 years ago. Diamond has definitely seen what could become.
Right.
The Diamond from the booth didn't recognize that this is where she would be. This is what could, you know what I'm saying, maturate from what she created. She thought this was just conversation.
B, I didn't say you ever said that. What you said was, we will see how that goes. My question is, why do you want to see how it goes? It's still her boundary. Why are you waiting to see how anything goes with a person's boundary? That's all I'm saying. Why do you want to see how it goes? If it don't go, it's still her boundary. Hey, Kay. What up, Aries?
I ain't want you to be by yourself and you wanted to have a conversation.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say hey to Bullock and you two times
Hey.
because I know y'all had missed me. When,
Hold on a second. Somebody said, question, if you have people's numbers, would you have told them in private or public? I would have told them when I told them. I think that people don't realize that if it happens right now, then it happens right now. If it happens in a moment that I got Bullock number and Bullock right here, and Bullock asks me right now, then I'm going to tell her right now. Like, if Bullock don't ask me and maybe later I got something to tell her, maybe I'll text her. But if she asks me in the moment, more than likely I'll probably tell her right here in the moment because she asked me in the moment. So it all depends on when. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on the time of the conversation.
I'm gonna be fair. Could it have been embarrasser or those people? Yes, because it's good. There's so many people watching. But don't y'all embarrass yourself every day when y'all get on here arguing with people. But okay, bye, y'all.
No, Bullock, I want you to stay. Because I miss you, Bullock.
All right, so since we being honest, I got a question. T, you like me? You don't like me or something? You want to fight?
Now see if
That's what I heard.
if I was to say yeah, then people would be like, "Why you just couldn't call Kay? You got her number."
Because they messy. Anywho, outside of that, you must don't like me because I heard you don't. What's up? Talk your junk now while I'm here. Don't talk behind my back. What's up?
I'm scared.
As you should be.
I'm shaking in my boots.
You know I'm known for that.
Yeah,
I tend to have that effect on people.
you scaring me. I don't want to say it.
You scared? I'm scaring you.
You are. We're talking about this boundary thing that we were talking about different. There's no difference. There is a difference between what Messy Talk was and is now. It has gone to Sassy Queen. You are absolutely correct. And I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. And I think this happened to Aries. This has happened to me, and I think yesterday it happened to Diamond. I used to be the type of person that I didn't give a fuck who you kicked it with. I didn't care. Do you think that Kiana and Diamond made up because she was calling her bestie? No, Diamond was being sorry. No, they didn't make up. That was not that was not real. I knew that wasn't real. Oh, sorry, my mic going out. Hold on.
Y'all make sure y'all type in this screen. T, can you tell your mom to stop bullying me? She bullies me every time I come over here.
Stop bullying her, Mod.
I just came over here to say, T-Time, I heard you don't like me just because you don't like me.
You talking about everybody back on T?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna talk in your face though. Let me see you on the internet dancing in the hospital room. I'm coming to wherever you at. I'm gonna slide there.
Leave her alone. Y'all, let me say something about that real quick. Because I think people be having the hospital fucked up, and I'm gonna say this real quick. Y'all, I don't know what people think you supposed to do while you sitting in the goddamn hospital room. You on pain meds, up, feeling good. If y'all think for a minute the motherfucker's supposed to just sit in that goddamn hospital room like this, y'all have lost y'all man. They be like, why you on live? Why you? Cause I ain't got shit else to do. I can't go to the stove. I can't go to the goddamn, I can't do nothing. I gotta sit here. So what else to do? I'm finna go motherfucking live and I'm finna let everybody see me and say, hey y'all, cause I can't do nothing else.
And on top of that, I literally had a doctor's order that said, whatever you be doing at home that stresses you out, do it. We need to see if the implant is going to work. See, I ain't lying, am I? Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
My doctor told me to get stressed out, so I came on here. Ain't no shame in my game. I've been talking about my disorder. I've been talking about having the surgery. I was contemplating. Y'all like, no, I'll just go ahead and do it. They telling you right, this, that, and the third. I was really being hard-headed. But believe it or not, it's legitimately a surgery on your head. I got to have all kind of approvals and some more stuff. They told me to get stressed out.
That's why I say people don't know people's situation. Not you, Angel, but a lot of people are saying something about her. And even when I had my surgery, people was like, she on live and she had surgery. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't lift. I couldn't clean up. I couldn't do shit. What else to do but sit on this motherfucker and go ahead and, run my show? I'm not in pain, but I have restrictions. So why not just sit here and turn on the motherfucking camera and sit in front of the camera? What does that hurt a person? I don't understand that.
I had told Angel when she was going to the airport that day to get a wheelchair because her toe was messed up.
I just don't understand what people expect you to do. Like one person was like, I'll be on my meds sleeping. Well, I don't want to sleep all damn day. Who want to sleep all damn day? You go to sleep. You get addicted to that medicine. I don't want to.
Let me see. Can I say this? Y'all, They literally made me stay up because they wanted to stress my brain out. So they're like, whatever you're doing that's going to stress you out, do it, right? We need to try to trigger a seizure and see if the implant is working. Also, since none of that is working, we're going to make you stay up. So right now, you stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll let you sleep until 6, but they're going to come in here periodically and wake you up because it's annoying. And you only
I
gonna
think
sleep
people
for 3
just
hours.
always
You
want
can't
something to
sleep
talk
until 9
about.
o'clock that night. Like, it is serious. Like, I'm not playing. My doctor was like, go get stressed out.
That's what I mean about the entitlement on this app. Everybody feel like they could just tell you what you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why are you worried about me? Because you really ain't worried about me. Let me say that again. Why you worried about me? Because you really ain't worried about me. You not worried about my health. You not worried about my safety. You just want something to talk about because a motherfucker cared about my health and safety. They know. They here. They done checked on me. They know I'm good. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why you worried about me because you don't give a fuck about me.
Well, if I call you personally and I check on you, it means I really do care.
Yeah, now that I agree with, but people that's worried about why you on live after you, because I'm on live. Am I hurting you?
And no, you're not hurting nobody if you don't
Now,
lie.
niece, you know that's why I didn't call because I saw you online. If I see you
I was just fine. I just couldn't.
video, I'm
Yeah,
good.
I just couldn't do nothing. I was fine. Like the first day, the first 2 days, I was in a lot of pain, but I wasn't on live. I was in the hospital. Like I did not go live until I got out the hospital. But my first day, like I was in a lot of pain. I really couldn't move or nothing. My mama was at the hospital with me. My mama slept at the hospital with me. I didn't even text people. People was mad about that because I wasn't texting back. Then I'm on live. Now you mad about that? It's like, motherfucker, can I not? So when I really was in pain, I wasn't texting. I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't even on TikTok. With my first 2 days of my surgery, I wasn't even on the app at all because I was really in pain. I would sleep most of the time, you know, because I was in so much pain. But after I was fine, shit, I was fine.
Yeah, I'm in class. I just came up to be messy and tell K-Dub, I know that's real.
Yeah.
I love y'all, Aries. If you talk about my wheelchair in the airport one more time, I'm coming to get you. I'm
But
sorry,
I know I was the one that told you to get the wheelchair. Remember, you didn't even think about it.
T, they be abusing your auntie.
Angel,
I know. It's okay. They just care.
Angel, what class you in now? You finna become a master pastor now or something?
No, I'm about
She
to get a
been
whole bunch of
pastoring.
No, that's why I said master pastor.
Hey y'all tap the screen. Let's get the live goal up. If you cannot recharge, you can recharge on what's the website, Scoop?
TikTok.com/recharge.
TikTok.com/recharge, and it is cheaper to recharge on TikTok.com. So if you want to recharge, go to TikTok.com/recharge so we can get this live goal up. We've been on here for an hour and we need to be at 200K in the next hour. So let's go. Let's tap the screen. Y'all, we back. Let's appreciate the moment of us being back, okay? What we talking about right now is boundaries. There was a creator who set a boundary this weekend and people are not happy about the boundary that was set, and the people are not happy about this boundary.
Well,
So let's talk about it.
I got to think about that though. Why the boundaries wasn't set before TikTok dropped? Why it had to be set on favorite? Like,
Why do we get to decide when a person sets their boundary?
I mean, well, we can't do that. But at the end of the day, like I always set my boundaries. From the beginning, like I have boundaries.
But no, boundaries come with experience.
but
Boundaries come with experience of things. So everybody don't set a boundary in the beginning because sometimes you don't know a boundary needs to be set until it needs to be set. So a lot of times boundaries are set depending on what something happening. This happened. I don't like this. I'm going to set this boundary moving forward.
Okay. Well, she already had boundaries in the beginning, though.
Right, and she set a different boundary.
I'm gonna set a boundary with K-Dub.
Oh, okay. Well, my thing is, everybody does have the
What
right
you
to have
saying
their
is she don't be
boundaries.
bullying me, right?
And we should set. And we should.
Bullock, Mariah messing with you. She said, and watch me work. Mariah messing with y'all. She said, watch me work and Bullock should be fired. Why should they be fired?
No, they shouldn't. They valid.
Fired from what? From TikTok?
Oh shit, is she coming up? Oh no,
Bullock.
Oh shit, Bullock coming up. Come on back, Bullet.
See, I told Bullock not to leave in the first place.
Move your
Oh, the hashtag is America.
Mariah is my personal troll. She goes around saying "Fire Bullock" all the time. And I
Okay,
say
got it.
Mariah, and I give her tickets in the comment section. Remember when I was a cop in the comment section giving out tickets? I might bring that back in 2025. I think I'll just get back to
Move your ticker.
There we go. All right, boundaries are set when it comes too much for a person. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. So I'm not gonna lie. When I first started TikTok, I didn't give a fuck who did. If I didn't fuck with a person, I didn't give a fuck if. So let's just say I didn't like you, Aries. I didn't feel like just because Kay fuck with me, she don't have to like you either. Like I never was that type of person. I don't have to fuck with a person for you to fuck with a person. That's how I've always been. But I'm not gonna lie, and I think this is something that happened with you personally as well. When something happened to me directly, I set the boundary that I just feel like I don't want to fuck with people that fuck with people like that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, sometimes you may be like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't roll like that until you do. Because when the shit happened with my daughter and this woman asked for my daughter naked video and shit, and people were telling her how wrong she was, and people were still platforming that woman and laughing and kiki, I couldn't fuck with it. Now, did I go around telling people don't fuck with this person? No, but it gave me a disgusting, like I just felt the feeling of disgust. However, I can't tell you what to do, so I'm just gonna remove myself.
But this time you had set your boundary as well, though. After that lady had that funeral for my baby, you said
That was a different boundary I set for myself. Yeah.
You had set another boundary. Then.
Yeah.
And so I have set boundaries for myself. I don't really want to surround myself with people that talk about people's kids and people that's calling the police on people and making people swat their homes.
Right.
People that's doxing people. I don't want to be around those people. Period. That's mine.
Because what we have to understand, if it's a consistent thing, right, it becomes dangerous and it creates a bigger monster. I think that's what we don't realize. When we continue to accept this type of stuff, like it was a time with Slim up here, it was a time none of us fucked with Slim for a really long time. We all set a boundary, right? And he came back with changed behavior and everything. There are some times that you do have to just say, you know what, I'm gonna pull the plug because this is not okay. And that's okay to do that. And sometimes it's necessary.
Well, with Slim, it was different. I still would deal with Slim if you wanted to go live. I would have still went over there.
Yeah, I get that.
Day, after that lady had a funeral for my baby, and after all this stuff that they was doing on this live, on this app, and then they want to just tell Slim that he need to be canceled. Nope, I was gonna still go over there and hey Slim.
See, I don't vouch for the cancel. I don't vouch for the cancel. I don't vouch for the cancel culture. I would just cancel you. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell people you don't I don't go around telling people not to platform people or not to fuck with people. I just stop fucking with you. And then if I feel uncomfortable with you fucking with them, I'll stop fucking with you too. Who is Pamela? I don't know who Pamela is.
That's what I did with Kim.
Hey, Drop.
Hey, Drop.
Yes.
Why this a brand new year? Why you coming for me?
I didn't know it was you. That's why I changed it. When I saw you ain't here, when I was like, oh, that's Drop. Did I kind of bag down on what I was saying? Because I was finna come for the 50-year-old grandma. But then I stopped. You ain't see me bag up?
No, because let me tell you something. We Libra, so if it's judgmental, it's the Libra, not the age. So we gonna read each other.
Libras are not judgmental at all. We are not judgmental. We are about we are about what's right. We are not judgmental.
So since you said we are about what's right, in that scenario with the lady, and I couldn't get up, I was banned on all my pages. So you probably saw me going in and out your live because I was banned on 5 pages. I was banned. So this is the first one that came up. But in that instance, for me with the lady, because I have a care credit, it's through Synchrony Bank. So for me, before I put out any kind of money on a dog that may not even work from the therapy, I'd be more fearful of what happens. It's probably a pit bull. That's just what I'm thinking. I'm not sure. But it's
I'm not sure
already Right, it's already probably an aggressive dog. So I would be fearful of that dog around my
Oh yeah,
other
I think it
animals
is. I think it is. I got the
and
picture.
my kids.
Yeah, it is
And
a
my
pit bull.
kids. I will be fearful. Okay, so I'll be fearful because once they start acting out like that, it's hard to it's kind of like when they taste blood, they're going to keep trying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, I wouldn't invest that kind of money because if your credit is already low, your credit only goes low because you're not paying your bills. So why would you want to put money out? Let's just be real. This is not personal. So why would you want to put money out on therapy for an animal?
I don't know. What is that? Is that a pit?
That's a little bully. That's a bully.
That's a bully. Okay.
Yes, and
Yeah,
they are
a
bad
mutt.
too. They're
Nah,
aggressive.
bullies really.
too.
Bullies they breed a lot of the aggression out. You got to understand,
But
it's
they
a
don't-
process
they
of
don't
breeding.
have a- they don't
Overall,
You don't know who
Overall-
who bred it. You don't know who bred it, Slim.
But the
So
now that's why I'm finna say
generally,
overall bullies are not aggressive, but they do because they've been bred with terriers and other animals. Yes, you can get one that got a little aggressive streak in it, but they little bitty, you can kick shit out that.
Yeah, you can train them right. You can train.
Let me see the baby.
I got a Rottweiler.
The
And
baby gone.
my Rottweiler
Whoa.
is not aggressive. My Rottweiler does not attack people.
I couldn't give advice because I don't know. I advice like that I can't give. That's just me because
The one thing I say, the
the
dogs is-
effects, the after effects. We like I get advice, but I think about like even with people like we're in relationships. I never tell somebody to leave somebody because you got to deal with the after effect of leaving that person. So like if I'm gonna tell a person, like for me and my friends will tell you, if you ever hear me out my mouth tell you to leave a person, you better believe, and I still won't say it, but even if my friend leave a person, I'm there through the whole process. Which means the nights that you call when you up all night and you sad, your heart sinking, I'm the one on the phone. You just feeling like I can't do this no more. I'm the one pulling up because I know the aftermath of it. So I don't give advice on certain things because I know what comes with.
You don't want
That's why I couldn't tell
responsibility.
her. I couldn't tell her what to do because I would then feel responsible for the aftermath of what comes with that decision. That's why I didn't say.
What was the dog doing? What was the dog doing, T?
When it's DV, when it's DV, I do say leave.
bully breeds are
DV,
aggressive.
leave.
Breeding bully breeds are often based on, I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on dogs that were originally bred for fighting, such as American Pit Bull Terrier. My uncle had a kennel before he passed, and I'm gonna try to find a picture of the dogs he bred, and this is one of the type of dogs that he had. So they can be
Can I
aggressive,
ask you a
but
question?
gentle. But
Drop, can I
once
ask
they
you a question?
attack another animal, once they attack another animal, because that's what happens to them, the dog attacks another one of the family pets. So you have to start saying, okay, when he starts tasting that blood and start being aggressive towards the other animals, it can surely go to being aggressive towards other people and kids. Nobody says that they're animals.
All right, so I'm gonna be real with
Drop,
you.
can I ask you a question, Drop? You look pretty too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, man, you start over.
Oh yeah, I want to start. That's why I said this is a new year. When TikTok went down, I felt like it was a new opportunity
Reset.
for me. That's
Reset.
It was a reset.
Yeah, I get
really
that.
did.
It was a reset. I think it was a reset. That's why I think the conversation that we're having.
At all.
Yeah, that's why I think the conversation we have having right now is fitting about the boundaries because of the reset. You know what I'm saying? When you reset, you able to look at things differently and you say, okay, how do I want to move forward from here? That's why I think this boundary conversation is perfect for that reset.
When it come to a lot of these platforms, when it come to boundaries,
start
I'm
over.
sorry.
Thank you, Drop.
I
for
don't
saying
have
that
a
we can
problem
start
with
over.
you, Aries. I don't have a problem with you at all. I've never had a problem with you. I've never had.
When it comes to a lot of these platforms, I think right now that reset also made people step back in their bag and have to look at shit differently too. Like we gotta have something. We gotta create something for ourselves outside of TikTok, and some shit that we tolerate and some shit that we condone most likely won't get us nowhere off of this app. So when some people, Diamond for one, I'll be honest with you, she the one person I think can go so far because one, her work ethic, she's built when I said that shit the other day about well, it was on Favorite, but starting small and building to get large. Oh, she started small. Motherfuckers think she just grew to be Big Diamond. Big Diamond used to be over there 100. It was like only 100 people in the mafia when I showed up. Yeah. And over time, like you said, I was listening the whole time, but like you said, all of the drama and shit, it did prepare. I'm talking about catapulted her. Cause I remember the first gala drama.
Cause she used to cry. She used to cry on live.
The first gala drama, she only had like 100, 200 people in her room, and then she came back from that first gala drama. She was holding 600 down faithfully because people spread her name all through the air. Then the next gala drama, and then it blew up again, and now we got more.
It wasn't all the gala dramas that did that.
It was the breakout rooms too.
It was the breakouts of the panels and getting into it with the people in the panels, and then they would go have their lives, and it was just like
they would just be promoting her.
Yeah.
And then you go in there and you go in there and you look at it and observe, and they be like, man, that lady don't even say shit. They be like, that nigga don't even, she don't even say shit. She really just be chilling most of the time, and she come up with a topic.
I used to think she was evil. I'm not gonna lie. I used to think she was evil. I used to think she was evil because, again, I never verbalized this to my people. But I felt that she just was evil because I used to see the turnaround on her platform. People used to just leave and leave and leave. And I'd be like, she can't keep nobody in. This was my thoughts privately. That woman can't keep nobody in her platform. Like, maybe she's a problem. Until I started seeing how this shit go on this app. And that's why I'm so glad I never verbalized it. Because I would have had to eat every fucking word that I said publicly. That's why I never said anything. I just watched. And then when I watched, I started to see why she moved that way. I started to understand. And I remember we had a talk, and she was like, T, you got to take your personal out of it. I said, I can't. I remember telling her, I said, I can't because I will feel like a robot. And just like you say about the Libras, I just can't remove my personal completely. Because I would not be... And shout out to those that can. Yeah, shout out to those that can do it. There's some people that can do that shit. I can't because that would take away that empathetic side of me. That would take away that side of me that refunds money. Y'all know I refund drops. That would take away that side of me that would clear this whole panel off and turn the comments out and do a one-on-one with a person that's having a breakdown. That would take all of that from me. And I can't do that. And I remember telling her, I said, that's one thing I cannot do. I just can't because I don't want to be a shell of myself. You get what I'm saying? No, you may not mask me. I don't fuck with you. Don't come over here starting that shit. You're not amazing over here. Go live and tell your people that you're amazing. I ain't got time for you.
Hold on, real quick.
I can't do mask man. He gets on my nerves.
I want to say something real quick, and then I'm gonna drop. Leola, I am not an American citizen. I am a Canadian citizen as of today. Hey, Drop. Hey, Aries. Hey, K-Dub. I hope you feel better. Hey, Slim. Hey, T-Time. You're looking pretty. Hey, Bully.
Thank you.
Come on. But I do want to say, I've said for a long time that things have always went too far. And I don't think it's anything wrong with setting boundaries on this app. Yeah. Like, people are literally calling the police, targeting children, targeting families over disagreements on the app. And I said that.
It's going too far.
It is. And I've said that for a very long time. And people kind of came at me for me saying that. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But now y'all see. Like, I've been seeing
that was bad. Yeah,
it literally took for a T-Time stood up and said something. I'm glad Black Diamond is standing up.
I know you gotta say something, Drop. You can go next.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy that people are actually standing up and really, really saying something right now. And respect people's boundaries. Just because they didn't have them before, boundaries are very, very hard to set, especially if you've never set them before. So
even if you bring them down, it's like you can set your boundaries up really, really high. And then as time go on, you might have to balance it, right? Because you don't realize, like, you may set it, okay, this is where I'm at with this. None of you motherfuckers coming. Then you realize, okay, that's just not that realistic. So I might have to bring it down and scale it back a little bit. And so with boundaries, you can still play with them. And I hate when people be like, well, you said it's still my fucking boundary. If I decide to scale it back or make it a little bit, it's my boundary to set.
Well, see,
and I think people don't respect that.
With this, I guess I'm confused with this because I'm not trying to be a big content creator. I've always had boundaries. And so I don't see why all of a sudden everybody's getting boundaries all of a sudden. when you
No, it's not. I think everybody's always had boundaries, but boundaries change over time, and that's the part that I think you're not understanding. Nobody's saying people don't got boundaries. People have boundaries. This is a new boundary that people are upset about. So it's not saying that she's never had any boundaries. I've never had any boundaries. Like with no drinking in my platform thing. Do y'all know where that boundary came from?
You told us because a lady came up and was...
A lady came up in my live. She was inebriated. She got to confiding and saying some shit. Her friends thought that I was exploiting her. I had no idea she was inebriated. So they blamed me for her being inebriated. And I had to set that boundary.
I'm pathetic for having boundaries from the beginning.
That's what I'm saying. So I had to set that boundary of people not coming in my platform drunk because it put me in a situation where now I'm being blamed for something that I didn't do. And the girl even said she wasn't inebriated. But you had all her friends saying I exploited her and all of this shit. And that just wasn't right.
Yeah,
so I had to set a boundary.
I remember that.
So sometimes boundaries are set depending on the situation.
Some of y'all need to be happy with the boundaries that Diamond set because the new boundaries, know what I'm saying? Shit, most people follow suit shit and they like that little. Believe it or not, some of y'all wouldn't be who y'all is without that little stamp of approval jumping up there on that. Y'all will fall into being not relevant. And it's going to start cutting down on a lot of the shit that go on because if you able to go over here and act a goddamn fool and be on Diamond Panel and meet new people, and Diamond is the one person that give a lot of y'all exposure, a lot of motherfuckers exposure that don't normally get it. Some of them y'all get on y'all own, but if you not able to, hold up, time out. What I'm saying is that boundary that she said, what she said, I'm not gonna allow people that dox. I'm not gonna allow people that talk about kids. I'm not gonna allow people to do certain things. It's gonna start to trickle down, and all of y'all that have a problem with that shit. Know what I'm saying? Y'all only have a problem with her setting that boundary because it hasn't happened to you yet. Now wait till it happens to you, then you gonna be like, hey, man, damn, like y'all, this too far. Like everybody complain about shit, and they look at the response of a motherfucker until it happened to them. Y'all will judge the shit out of a response until some shit happened to you that made that other person tick and go too goddamn far. And then y'all be like, oh shit, this too far. Now sometimes it start right here, and this way you start appreciating and respecting it right
here.
Let
me piggyback off of what you're saying real quick. And just like to piggyback off.
Hold on, no. Drop us next. Then you can.
Okay.
Go ahead. Y'all tap the screen. Let's get to 100K and get the live goal up, please. Come on, y'all. We can do it.
Right quick to what Slim said earlier. I have 2 points. He was talking about how Diamond started off small. So everybody who starts off small, that's where we all started. So do not despise small beginnings. We should not despise starting somewhere because it's the starting. First, you got to start. Then it's the consistency that's going to build you. Then it's you learning how to do and how to perfect your own errors and taking accountability for what you need to take accountability for your own growth. I also wanted to say, AJ said that she never doxed anybody, but I watched a blogger where AJ was trying to dox me. So I respect Diamond for standing on that. AJ tried to dox me, and the information she had wasn't even me. She said she was going to expose that I had some type of fraud or something like that. That's not even me, but she attempted on Diamond's live to dox me. So I respect Diamond for standing on business and not allowing her and saying that she can't come there doing that. But AJ said she never did it. No, but she tried, and she tried to do it to me. And the information was wrong. So she was going to put out information about me that wasn't even me. But that's all I need.
What I was about to laugh, I really want to know where you've been. I want to find at this point.
Kata, you're crossing my boundaries.
Don't piss me off. What I wanted to say, just to piggyback off of them, and I promise you it's small. Boundaries are only a problem because it's inconvenient for you. That is the only reason that it's a problem is because it's inconvenient for you. Diamond said in her boundary saying that, she's not going to allow certain things or certain people on her platform based on their actions on this platform. Right, it's only inconvenient because now you don't have that entertainment, right? You don't get to listen or chime in on what somebody did or what somebody said because she's no longer having that on her platform. It's inconvenient for you, and it's simply that. Also, I feel like y'all are being disrespectful if you feel like that's a problem.
Yeah.
If you feel like,
and then nitpicking I think
you,
even nitpicking at people's boundaries are disrespectful, right?
Exactly.
If I set a boundary and then you be like, well, what about this? Like we talked about earlier, you having an ex, right? You having an ex that just really, really had a lot of red flags and you ignored those red flags. So you got into a new relationship and you decided, you know what, this time I'm not going to deal with this, and this. Mm-hmm. And then that ex, that new person saying to you, well, you did it with the next person, the person before me. You're nitpicking what my boundaries are. Okay, what happened 2 months ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that wasn't where I'm at. But I'm talking about right now, today, this is what I'm not aligning myself with. So now you got people like, well, what about this person? They doxed in 2015. They doxed in 2007. They got a record from 1999. It's like it's like now you're nitpicking at the person's boundary to try to put that person back against the wall because you want to now make that person you want to isolate that person. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not dealing with liars. Well, you ain't gonna deal with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know.
Your mic going in
we can't hear you. Your mic
this
went
and
out.
that. It's like, why are we doing? Oh, because okay. Let me fix. Okay. I'm sorry.
I just feel like it's disrespectful for somebody because how dare you not be the same person you was 6 months ago? It's gross.
You might need a new iRig if your shit steady going out. You know them bitches.
That's I keep stepping on the plug.
Can I say something?
Okay.
Oh, it's the dog doing it.
It's me.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, laugh.
Hey y'all, hey everybody. I don't appreciate the fact that I knew about this boundary before I ever even heard about it. Okay, so I'm not on favorite. I guess I'll make me one today, but I didn't hear the boundary. But the fact that so many people wanted to get that message to me to let me know, you can't go to Diamond Pounder no more. No, that's crazy.
Yeah, they did that to me this morning too.
If you know me, you know I ain't never doxed nobody. I ain't never looked up nobody information. That right there to me is weird. Because if I don't fuck with you, I'm not finna fuck with you. Okay? So to say that I couldn't go back is crazy because I don't do nothing but go up there and laugh. I think that it depends on who's setting a boundary. And the who's setting a boundary might ruffle some feathers. But I think that everybody needs to set a boundary. And sometimes your boundaries don't even have to be spoken. I've never had anybody come in my panel and try to do some of the shit that go on other people's panels. And I think that it's because you know my character. You know some shit that I'm going to go for and some shit that I'm not going to go for. Now,
people attest that too, laugh. You'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, I'd be like, y'all know I don't block. So somebody will come over here and antagonize the fuck out of me. And I'd be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to block you for my peace. I thought you don't block. People will test your boundaries too. It's like, okay, well, let me see how far I can go with you. And then when you set, okay, you know what? Now I'm going to have to set this. It's like, I thought you don't do that. Why are you pushing me?
Do it. Yeah.
Now I have to set that because you're now coming between me and my peace. Because I have freedom. I give y'all a way to express yourself. Don't mean you could keep beating on me.
Right. And, and that's just what that is. And I had to figure out.
Beat on me.
I had to figure out what the boundary was. I had to figure out why y'all even bringing this to me. And then when I realized what it was, I realized, we still on Messy Talk. Y'all wanted me to crash out and say, well, shit, fuck that shit if I can't go back. No, that's dumb. Okay, I'm not finna crash out because somebody set a boundary. But at the same time, if that boundary bothers you, it's because you know you're doing some shit wrong.
Nobody. Real quick, y'all. Let me do a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna go to
laughs.
Hold on, let me do a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna do the Arby's. One, tap the screen. Let's get to over 100K. Get the live goal up tonight. Y'all know I'm on a podcast every Monday night on YouTube, the Crazy Talk Podcast. Go subscribe. It does my live do go subscriber only for the people that's with me if they want to just stay here. So it goes subscriber only as soon as I get into the show. But if you want to go over there, it's Crazy Talk Podcast on YouTube, and then you can also subscribe to me on YouTube because I'm going to be starting to stream from there as well. T_time is my YouTube. And then I think that's it. So There we go.
K-Dub said she wanted to say something to me, Diamond. I mean, T, and somebody said Diamond never said Laugh couldn't come back. What is she talking about?
Hold on.
That's the thing.
Before you say that, Laugh, I got to share something with them. Can I?
Oh, sure, yeah.
So, Slim, you made a statement, but I want to tell y'all something because I think y'all don't realize how much we are expanded outside of TikTok, right? I was talking to,
Come on, Weedy. We ain't got no.
Okay, I was talking to Laugh today, and I didn't realize that Laugh's daughter knew me from her school, from me being on tonight's conversation, and they did a whole thing on me in their classroom, in a social class, in their school. A lot of times y'all don't realize it's people that know you that you don't even realize know you. It's people you getting spoken on in rooms and in schools and in businesses and jobs and different stuff that people don't even realize how much your reach can be. If you got it, you got it. And I think y'all need to understand a lot of us do have it. We have it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have it. But it's some of us that we got that shit. Regardless if this app ends or not, we have it. We have it. And when she told me that this morning, I'm like, what? You talking about me?
It was so dope. I thought it was dope because, first of all, my daughter was like, you know her? And I was like, what? What are you talking? And it happened so organic because I had just came into your live and, I told you it was like, I put the hearts in the comments. And just that day, it was just like so loud. He was like, hey, Laugh. And my daughter jumped around like, did she just say Laugh? You know her for real? And I was like, first of all, this is not Oprah on this phone. What are you doing? Why are you? But it was love when she explained like how she knew, because in their social, it's not social studies, but they have like a social class. She has a social class where they discuss so many different topics. They discuss life topics. And so their first 30 minutes of class, somebody can come up with an Instagram video, just a certain topic they want to talk about. And and it's crazy because they high schoolers, they young to us, but y'all, they need to know some certain things. Yeah. So what do you call the show?
Tonight's Conversation.
Tonight's Conversation. Yeah. Her classmates knew you from there. And it's crazy because the conversations that they have, it opens their minds. Yeah. And at the same time, it opened my daughter up to be able to come and have conversations with me.
That's so dope.
And it was sweet because her teacher actually knows you. Well, not knows you personally.
Yeah, I know.
But she follows you.
Yeah.
And she gave them one of the reasons why she thinks that you're so dope is because she said you are beautiful. She's a beautiful woman, but the thing that makes her more beautiful is the fact that that's not all it is to her. That beauty is really only skin deep. And it's the words that she say, it's the way that she empowers women. And she just was giving you your accolades, and I was telling my daughter that I completely agree. And just telling her about even more conversations that we have had. And it's just crazy to hear you talk about not being able to get rid of your personal. Yeah. And I've never been able to get rid of my personal on here. So it's really hard because I don't have any secrets. I'm going to tell you, and this is why I told my daughter, I think that we got close because I'm going to tell you what happened to me because there's nothing new under the sun. Everything repeats itself. So if you went through something that I'm going through, you should be able to tell me your testimony about how to get out of it, how to get through it. But we all call it trauma dumping. Everybody's so secretive. It's not trauma dumping if you're trying to tell me how to get out of this trauma.
Right.
So I thought that was just a sweet testimony. It was surprising. because
Harley.
how she jumped around when you said, "Hey, laugh," and I was just like, "Whoa!" And we had that conversation.
Tell them how I feel to walk around on the same size legs that I have, because you got the same size legs I have.
Hold on, Aries. Now we ain't gonna do that while she's giving a testimony. Stop
Somebody
that
go
shit.
give me a switch off the. Matter of fact, just go get Aries switch.
But even with that, what Lav told me, y'all, that made me. Hold on, y'all. I need y'all to understand what that did for me though. It made me realize that me doing this messy shit, like even talk, people, like when you start doing shit, when you walking in your purpose. When I'm doing like the messy stuff, it's people that come in that be like they want to do topics, they leave because they don't know what's going on. And I think a lot of times we blocking our own elevation by being stuck in the mess, by being stuck in the bullshit. It's like if you stay there, people are gonna be like, I don't know what they talking about. Let me go on. And you can really be showing who you really are, what you really bring to the table, the topics, how you handle things. And it's like a lot of times we do fuck ourselves up staying in a mess. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think boundaries have to come. You have to start creating them. Like, okay, I'm not doing this. I don't give a fuck if it's 10 people in here. I need to stick to what I'm doing because I already know I can do some shit. So, and if people will come in here, like I be having some great conversations, and people come in here and be like, well, T, you only got 500 people. And it's like, so what? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go away. It's like people will try to discourage you because they, you know what I'm saying? They think you worried about what they worried about. And it's like, keep it moving. We doing something over here.
And I think we have
Arby's is next.
We have lives that we laugh, joke, and we just be ourselves. We don't have to hate on each other. We don't have to fuss and argue all the time to get numbers. Like, we can really love on each other.
I like when we all laugh.
We done had a lot of fun times on this app.
Yeah.
Like tonight, me and Lad was
I'm about to stop none of that until Scoop
and
stop
Lad told me I was built like a box braid.
Girl. You saw that?
That was a good one.
You damn box braid.
We can have fun sometimes.
Ooh, Laugh, I just got an idea. Ask me what it is later. Ask me what it is later.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you. But you know what? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just say this and then I mute because y'all know I be talking too much. I'm never gonna stop being who I am. And I'm not gonna stop because on the back end, I've had people reach out to me just to say, "Laugh, can we pray? Laugh, I'm losing somebody. Can you just talk to me? Can you, the people that have contacted me on the back end are way more important than the people that don't know who I am on the front and think that if you think that you can talk about my looks and get anything out of me but a laugh.
Well, that's what I think that's what people do on this platform. They try to. A lot of people don't like themselves. Not everybody, but a lot of people don't like themselves. So them not liking themselves, if they see a flaw in you, they don't understand how you like yourself. Because how can you like your flaws when I can't accept mine?
Man, I'm dope.
That's just a lot of people don't like you because you like you.
Can I say something? Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead,
Wait
Kay.
a second. Can I say something real quick? I just feel like I need to say it. A drop. I feel like I owe you an apology because what I said to you obviously offended you. Well, what I said about, because I didn't say it to you, I said it about you. Obviously offended you. I do want to issue an apology. I wasn't saying it to be offensive, right? Again, I'm not the smallest person on the planet. I was saying genuinely what I felt in that moment, not like to offend you, but obviously it did offend you. I think that went a little bit further than it needed to. So I just wanted to issue an apology. I wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying, be offensive or anything like that. I genuinely just
to say about.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
That's what I don't take, and that's one thing I wanted to ask T. T, though we be in our personal, I don't think we, unless it really, really goes off the app, I don't think we hold grudges. Do you hold grudges?
No.
I don't hold grudges.
Yeah, T don't do that. T don't
very forgiving.
Yeah, T don't do that.
So even though we go back and forth, it's all for fun for me. Honestly, it's all in fun for me. This is a place of fun. you know what? Y'all talking about people knowing y'all. My daughter's in high school, 12th grade. Her classmates go to her and say, "Girl, I be seeing your mama on TikTok." She's very inspirational, and I'm thinking, "Oh my God, these
It make you be
things see me,"
thinking.
and I'm cutting up sometimes. That's right, I'm cutting up sometimes. But for him to say that they find me inspirational, that's a good thing. So no, nobody taking. I don't take this app that serious. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I really don't have no grudge. That's why I don't believe it should go off the app. Me personally, I don't think it should go off the app. That's all the
Drop.
I don't.
Yeah, I know.
Drop.
What I
Somebody
said.
really said you was
I
inspirational.
found out what I said was offensive, so I wanted to correct it because I wasn't saying it to offend.
Maybe she inspires them to read people down.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, nah, I'm just fucking with Drop. I'm just being petty because I'm like,
That too.
No, I
really,
literally thought Drop had on a headset. That's a curl by your mouth. Get it, girl.
Leave that
Damn it.
girl.
I thought
Leave Drop alone.
I thought you had on a damn headset. I love y'all for real. I don't think anything should go off the
Oh,
app.
I didn't even see that. But that's where the boundaries, I think, is set. Once it starts to go off the app, I'm going to tell y'all, because I'm going to keep talking about it. I ain't going to stop talking about it. What happened last week with my daughter was disgusting. And anybody that aligned with that type of shit, I can't fuck with you. Like, I cannot fuck with you because it was disgusting. And for y'all to hear a person say that and stand on it, and on top of them saying that and standing on it, and then cry about people misusing the system only to misuse the system, oh, hell no. I'm standing 10
I
toes
think
down.
some shit could be personal.
Wait, so did CPS come to your house?
No, CPS haven't contacted me. Not yet.
Okay.
Bullock next.
So if they do, that I want them to. I want them to, so I can really go for it with charges. Go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna let you go out.
Oh, the question.
No, you was going to say something.
So it's I have the.
Oh, and it,
Hold on, Bullock. We can't hear you, Bullock. You
Get closer to the
No.
phone.
Her microphone probably messed up too.
What's up,
Make
man?
sure it's still plugged up. boo.
hold on.
Well,
Yeah, it's still muffled, Bullock.
Sometimes you gotta close that motherfucker out, come back.
Bullet got that 7-Eleven Wi-Fi.
You might gotta close out, come back, Bullock.
Yeah, I know Gino.
I have to say one thing about her while she's trying to get her stuff together. She is one of the positive people on the app. Like,
Yeah, I love Bullet.
She be trying her best to like grow people and teach people new things and all this stuff. She is one of the positive people on the app. I could say that about her.
She be like, "Oh, you ain't listening? Fuck you."
I don't know her. I don't know her.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I'm starting.
A little better.
A little bit.
Oh, bro, just hear the question.
Starting a petition. And
I'll repeat it for you. I'll repeat it for you.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
I'm definitely starting a movement for that, y'all. I'm starting a big movement. And the crazy thing that people don't realize, the people that do support the movement are people that don't really, I don't even think they are supporters. Just watching those videos on the blog, I got so many people like, you know, if you need a lawyer, let me know. I'm willing to donate. Like, people are willing to really step behind this. And I'm going to actually if don't nobody else do it, I'm going to be the first person to take a stand.
See, you gonna get that nail fixed before you go on your thing, right? The nail.
I know, because she wouldn't let me come. I'm going to have to hide
That
it.
nail fixed. You got
I'm going to have to hide it.
Gloves on.
Pop them nails off if she wants to.
I'm gonna have to hide it. It just came off, and she already asked if I could come in. She told me no, she ain't got no openings.
Okay, cool.
You have to put a press on nail on.
I'm just gonna hide it. I know how to pose.
So are y'all
It's a-
line in the sand?
Actually, the last photo shoot I had, it was literally, I don't know if y'all remember, it was a photo shoot that was it was like I got there and they was like, we finna do a photo shoot. I didn't know I was finna do it. I had a broken nail, and you can't even tell.
You got
On all my photos, you can't even tell. No, I'm playing. Thank you, Sinister. Go ahead, Bullet.
So is there a line being drawn in the sand between diabolical talk and messy talk? Can I come back over here now because y'all not acting a whole fool, putting people?
Yeah, that diabolical shit. I don't want no parts of, like, I ain't never wanted no parts of that though. I've always spoke up about it, but I definitely am. I'm just I've already had the line, but what I'm saying is I am now taking further action.
Yeah.
Outside of TikTok.
The reason I asked that is because at one point people were saying we don't want morals. Like people was upset because I said I.
Well, no, I know.
I have morals
Somebody,
too.
I don't mean to interrupt y'all, but somebody asking for somebody to drop. I'll drop.
No, who is? I don't even know who that person is. I don't even know who that person is.
Hey, Pablo, can I say something to him? Cause I know him. That's one of my mutuals. Pablo, you on Battle Talk? This shit is not a room that you just necessarily want to come up in and then you say the wrong thing and then they on your ass. It I ain't gonna lie, all rooms.
No, it's not. You don't gotta explain that to him. It's just I don't know who he is, so nobody's dropping.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what he can say.
I was just telling him all rooms ain't the same. All rooms ain't the same, bro.
I mean, he should learn how to read the room.
She said, ain't nobody finna scoot you over.
Just read the room.
They were saying on that.
I came from over here, bro. This was where I was at before I met y'all. This why I'm comfortable with. Yeah.
There you go. It ain't diabolical talk. It's evil talk.
Yeah, they were saying that they could talk about kids. They could talk about they could do doxing. They could do like anything that they wanted to do, and everybody was saying it's messy. That's being messy. No, that's not being messy. That's a difference. Being messy is us sitting up here talking about each other. Like, oh yeah, bitch, that's why your lace friend just push back. Oh, and being messy. Well, such.
I mean, even then, it's just like
over there on the other live. They Tea Time said that last was ugly. Like,
but it always happen like this though. Everybody want to talk. Peaceful.
Hold on. Go ahead, Arby's.
It's always like this though. It'll be just give it like 2 more months. Everybody be back to doing the mess and the BS because it always start like that. It'll be come too much, then everybody want to come to this peace meeting and hey, let's.
No, this ain't a peace meeting.
No, I'm not saying this is, but I'm saying everybody has this positive outlook on things. But the same people that have the positive outlooks really be into the mess a month or shit, even weeks later. So it'd be like,
and that's why Arby's. I'm glad it's me, because I ain't never doxed nobody. I ain't never, you know what I'm saying, all this shit that people doing, I don't do that shit. So now that it's me, and I've always spoke up on it, no matter who the person was, whether I ain't like them or whatever. If it was wrong, I've always said it was wrong. So I'm the perfect person to do that shit too. Because you're not going to be able to like, well, see what happened with that. It's one situation that happened on this app that I regret. One. And I've been accountable for it. It was not malicious. It was not ill-intended or anything like that. But I still regret it because of how the outcome of it. And I have to take accountability for that because it started on my platform. But that's it. It's only one thing that I regret. And again, that was something that I mishandled. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't to be malicious or anything like that.
I just think people deep down inside like the evil shit, to be honest. Like,
I think so too.
Because like I said, it'd be weird to see people like talk all not you, but I'm just saying in general, to talk all this positive shit, and then a week or two later you see them in the mess doing the bullshit. Like, wait a minute, nigga, what?
This girl had a whole HB had a whole funeral for my baby. I got her address the next day, and I did not come on this app and give out her full address. I did not get on this app and dox her. And I did not get on this app and talk about her kids either. One thing about Aries, I have never doxed anybody, and I have never talked about people's kids unprovoked. Now, I will talk about your kids once you talk about mine. But for some reason, I didn't talk about Heartbreaker kids. I guess because she was saying she ain't had no kids at the time. But at the end of the day, no, I didn't. Aries say funeral. Oh, I see it. But yeah, I'm from the South, y'all. Y'all gotta understand. I'm from the South. Funeral. I say funeral. We say funeral also. But at the end of the day, I have never doxed nobody, and I don't talk about people's kids. I just have a moral compass about me, and I also never talk about people's marriages because I'm married. So I don't go after people's marriages either unless you come after mine. Once you come after mine, then I talk about your marriage. But I don't even go after people's marriages and their relationships on this app either. I have a moral compass. It is something about some of y'all that y'all need to have a moral compass about.
If it's a roast, anything goes to me. But I'm gonna just say, like, I don't do the kid stuff and the doxing and all of that stuff just because I don't want. You treat people how you want to be treated. But back when it happened to me, I think it depends on how you handle it. Because when I was doxed, that shit was funny to me. And I came on live and my address was doxed, my number was doxed, my kid's school was
Shay
doxed.
after you laugh.
And so when I was doxxed, I came back on live and I was like say, I'm glad I'm built like the Little Caesars, man from Little Caesars. Because once you get here, I got one hot and ready for your bitch ass.
Nah, not
I got one hot and ready. Pizza, bitch. So once I let them know I don't care,
pizza.
they stopped that shit. They didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, Kev doxed me, but I don't even know if he did it on purpose. But it's depending on how you accept it.
Yeah, I've seen some accidental doxing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you be trying to show a screenshot and the number come up and people like, the number, you be like, oh, fuck, shit. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that happen.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. But you know what, T? I'm going to say this and I'm going to mute. Me being a Devonair nigga from Oak Cliff, I don't see how y'all say some shit to each other and be in the same, back in the live with somebody. Like, it's some shit that you can't say about me or my kids, and I'm finna be in here and kicking with you. Damn. I mean, like, I don't hold grudges, but to me, that's not a grudge. To me, you can cross a line.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not finna play with you. Yeah. Once I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
Once we done cross the line, baby, I promise you, we could even be in somebody else's panel and I don't have to fuck with you. Right. Because you went too far.
I drop. And I drop out of panel. I be seeing people, I drop out of panel because I don't fuck with motherfuckers. They be like, look at her running with such and such, come here. Nah, I'm removing myself. It's a difference between running from a motherfucker and just removing myself. I don't feel comfortable kiki and cackling with a bitch I don't fuck with, or being I don't feel like I'm not finna key. You ain't gonna think shit sweet with me. Because what happens is you will be up in there talking and laughing even though you don't fuck with motherfucker, and then motherfucker fuck around and think we cool now. Have y'all seen how that happens up in lives? Yeah. We all up in the same live, everybody kicking and cackling. Now you think you could talk to me, bitch? I ain't cool with you.
Don't talk to me.
Don't. This shit ain't sweet.
Yeah, I'm diabetic, but bitch, ain't nothing sweet about me.
So we won't get confused. Let me go ahead and remove myself. Let me get up out of here real quick. I'll holler at y'all later.
Say laugh, Bill.
They have to take
I'm gone.
pretty far for you to get there, though, right?
Yeah, like, you know, y'all know me. I don't even get. I don't really. It takes me a lot to get there, but when I get there, motherfuckers be like, T, what? Like, nah, because it's boom, 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 and then you put that last drop in. It's like, okay, bitch, let's go.
They wild as hell in the comments. Somebody said laugh built like a kickball. That's crazy.
She is not built like a kickball.
Don't start. It ain't nothing. She is
half skinny, half fat. Leave her alone. Kickball is always fat. She's half and half. Go ahead, Shay.
They said something.
Y'all going to get this live goal up. Y'all playing in my face right now. Go ahead, Shay. Tap the screen. Let's get the perfumes, y'all.
I just wanted to reiterate something that you and I had a conversation about a while ago, and I said it in the comments. From an onlooker's perspective, y'all don't watch y'all mouths. And y'all think because y'all grown, y'all can say whatever y'all want. And then when someone does something, then now it's, woe is me. Diamond wouldn't have to set boundaries if you watch your mouth. T wouldn't have to set boundaries if you watch your mouth. A lot of you people are significantly older with grown children. And in the name of I'm grown and I got a lot of money and I got this, I got a lot of followers, I can say whatever I want. Watch your mouth. You act on emotion. You don't think. You're impulsive. And it's too many I'm sorry's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize. It's extremely too much for me. I just look and say, oh, wow. Another apology. When all you got to do is watch your mouth.
Ooh.
I'm being a
Stand
comment,
on
Steve.
what
Love
you
you, girl.
said.
I agree with everything you said, Shay. I thought you was gonna call us raggedy. But yeah, I agree with everything you said. They
And she will
raggedy
call us
John.
raggedy.
ass. They raggedy ass need to wash their mouth. Yeah, you're right.
I ain't
You
gonna lie
can't put
to
your
you.
mouth on everybody.
I'm a big apologizing motherfucker, feel me? But it don't. It's the reason I apologize is because it's not like I'm apologizing to everybody. I be apologizing to the person that I did the shit with. Because we deal with so many people, it's easier to have way more misunderstandings and fucked up situations. You know what I'm saying? People be like, "Hey, you should just watch your behavior." Look, man, I'm good with me and T, but this next motherfucker, they just came in here and they playing with me again. And I'm like, "Hey, look, I chill out." Know what I'm saying? But like the turn up monster is still there. I turn up. And after a while, if I let them get under my skin like that, I'm gonna probably come back and be like, "God damn, I shouldn't have said that shit." But that's what accountability is, though. It's not always like I'm apologizing to everybody on TikTok. It be individuals, and y'all get to hear the apologies, and y'all be think about it. Right now, it's 7. This is the other thing that somebody was saying about that smile room shit. 30, 40 people. It's a smile conference room. You don't regularly deal with people, 30, 40 people in a conference room on a daily basis. You probably don't even talk to 40 people a day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now let's go bigger. You talk about 100. You know what I'm saying? You in a little baby ballroom. You're not dealing with people like this. It's easier for misunderstandings to happen when you got so many people packed into one room. And then you got a motherfucker trying you. And some of y'all don't know what hosting is like. It be a whole lot of stress on you, even though it might take over the calm. It's like, look, I got to make sure I get this live go right. Keep tapping the screen. Watch the comments. Know what I'm saying? I know you trust your moderators, but you still got to watch the comments. And you got to make sure everybody over here is being respectful. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, you know what I'm saying? You got to be mindful of your time, your peace, and your energy. Man, even though it's just sitting in looking at this screen, all of that shit weigh a ton. And then before you know it, just that one person come up here and you on that last nerve, just looking, keeping it cool, and they say some shit, and you be like, man, fuck you and your mama, goddamn.
And Slim, not to mention the 8 people that's probably texting you on the back end while you
Slim,
live.
I never judged you. I never judged you.
I ain't gonna lie, I judge myself for that shit. Y'all don't have to keep
No,
like
no, I'm gonna tell you this. At the end of the day,
but you're not
took accountability for what you did.
No. You're not letting him say what he was saying. And I think that's the thing. This app is so used to giving validation that we don't need, right? He's saying, I don't give a fuck who judged me. I judge myself. And I think that's what people miss. People feel like they got to pat you on your back and rub your back and coddle you all the time. And then you want to see a change. Hear me out. Because he stopped you. And you got to respect the fact that he stopped you in your tracks to let you know your judgment don't matter to me anyway. I judge myself. That's why he stopped you. Because once y'all start telling people I never judged you or it's okay, you're justifying the fucked up shit that they do when they're telling you, no, it was fucked up. I'm owning that shit. I was fucked up. But people always got to come and tell you, it's okay. I still. No. But that's what he's trying to tell you. He stopped you. What I'm telling you is,
look, Aries, I don't take offense to.
He stopped you. So that
maybe you not here. Maybe you hear it from me.
Stopped you.
It was right.
Right. He stopped you though, so that you didn't have to. What he's trying to say is, I don't give a fuck who judged me. I judge myself. So even in you saying that he stopped you, that was a boundary for him. I don't need the validation. I don't need the acceptance. I don't need the people not just
clear that up.
Right. That's why he stopped you. That's what I'm trying to say. I think a lot of y'all think when we I say something like, man, that wasn't right. People be like, it's okay, you human. I know, but I'm still verbalizing it wasn't right. I don't need an approval
it wasn't
for
right,
me not being right. You know what I'm saying? That's why he stopped.
I think if you just, I get what you're saying, Aries, but the reason why I keep saying that is because people be like, man, Slim, I didn't judge you, or Slim, I forgive you. Now I judge myself. I think some of y'all might not know how far, like when I went in the last shit, know what I'm saying? It was the Barb situation, then the threat night. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I sat online and I was sitting there and playing and shit, you know what I'm saying? I knew that my drinking had then went too far. I had then let this app get too far attached to me to where I was allowing myself to go places I didn't like for me, myself, personally, for my own motherfucking spirit. And that's why y'all saw me run away. I could have came back every goddamn day. I came back after other big little fallouts with other people. I didn't come right back after that because I started feeling like, man, this shit too far, nigga. You out here, you said that about you, like I fuck some shit up by if somebody would say something like that about my daughter. I ain't gonna lie to you, gonna knock we knocking everything over. So if I feel that way, I can't be on here acting like motherfuckers should forgive me for that shit. When nigga, you know that's not how you carry yourself. Them threats and shit. I don't play about threats. I would dox myself in a heartbeat and tell you, hey, look, pull up this the address. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it. I went too far playing like that. And I swear I was really moving. I was trying to do something. I was drunk and it didn't come out the way it was supposed to. I was being funny. It was dark humor. I was drunk and I was in a dark place. Know what I'm saying? But at the exact same time, like shit, nobody else is responsible for what the fuck I was when I was doing that shit. Y'all, I can't expect y'all to be like, oh, he's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, I'll forgive him. No, I'm telling you, I was there. Now, if you fuck with me after I've accepted myself and forgave myself, that's dope. But if you still looking for something extra from those moments, I don't got nothing for you at this point in time. I no longer look for that validation of y'all telling us we right or wrong, because some of this shit that pushed me down that line was seeking y'all validation. Cause y'all will cheer a motherfucker on to fire a motherfucker up, cuss a motherfucker out, and all of that shit. But you gotta understand, as you do something more and more, the further you move away from yourself. And then when a motherfucker cross that line, that's what y'all see right now is a whole lot of line crossing. Motherfucker, I told somebody else this. It's a line in a sand. You just don't know where it is. And it was a male creator. I told him it's a line in the sand. You don't know where it is. They cheering you on right now because it's funny. But you got to remember, you are a man. You're supposed to have certain principles for yourself. Nigga, when you cross that motherfucker, they gon' turn on you. And you can't be mad at them for turning on you because, nigga, you still responsible for your own actions.
But I'm going to say this. And I don't care who don't like it, right? I really don't care who don't like it. People will want to cancel a nigga for calling a woman a bitch. Before they want to cancel a motherfucker for putting somebody's address out there.
Exactly.
For dragging somebody's child, for the heinous things. Like, and that's why I be like, y'all be want to cancel motherfuckers for saying, bitch, quit talking to me. You know what I'm saying?
Like it.
And bitch ain't never put me in danger. But other shit that will put you in danger, motherfuckers be like, that's just mess. But you wanna cancel a nigga for saying the word bitch. I'm not cut that way, cause bitch ain't never hurt me.
Like it.
Bitch ain't never called DCFS on me. Bitch ain't never. You get what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I'm mad about the word bitch for when motherfuckers done did far worse, and they were not men, they were women. The most diabolical people I've seen on this platform are women.
They are. It's the women.
The nastiest people I've seen on this platform have been women. The ugliest people I've seen on this platform have been women. The most malicious haters I've seen on this platform are women. And I'm not saying in the light. I said that I've seen on this platform. They ain't got shit on these men on this app. They ain't got shit on them.
So my thing was, only thing that I was trying to say, I know that Slim said that he don't need no validation or whatever, but at the end of the day, I was seeing these women that you just said calling CPS on people, just doing diabolical things before, and they still had their little content people that their supporters still around when Slim did what he did. Okay. He don't need to hear me say, okay, Slim, what you did.
But what Slim did was diabolical.
I understand.
It was diabolical.
All the stuff, but at the end of the day,
diabolical though. That was
what I'm saying is, yes, what he did was wrong as well. But at the end of the day, why the fuck was nobody standing up for anybody else when these other women was doing all this diabolical shit? Why they wasn't canceling them? Why they want to just pick on Slim and say, okay, Slim just, oh, he's just horrible. Let's just if
you want to be truthful, if you want to be truthful though, Aries,
it was women like you said, T-Time, that been doing a lot of bullshit on this fucking app.
If you want to be truthful, Aries, I pushed the line. I was the first person to go that pushed the line way further into hell. That's why.
No, you wasn't.
Nah, I ain't gonna.
You wasn't. No, you didn't push a line further.
But I'm talking about as far as like as far as trying to hurt people on the app. What I said could have hurt and impacted so many different people.
Slim, we already for one. For you,
yeah, y'all knew I ain't had that money.
Wait a minute, Slim. For you, it take money to have a hitman.
And say it again.
Slim, no.
What you say, drop? Hold on. What you say, drop?
Not the first one.
People get doxxed and all of that stuff before Slim.
Yeah.
That shit was going on long for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I just said it. I said it because
and you
it was.
wasn't the first person that did a death threat either. And my baby had a whole funeral. Slim.
Yeah.
That wasn't a death threat, but that was wrong.
Way worse shit
a
than
funeral
you.
wasn't a death threat.
Before you did that. That was my whole point.
I got you.
Slim, stop that. Sometimes we got to take accountability, but also don't never put more on you than what you don't have to put on
Queen
you.
of New York said on favorite, I love the unfiltered. You ain't see nobody unfiltered. Everybody had their goddamn cameras off, but me and probably Nitra. So shut up. You ain't even see nobody unfiltered.
No, I saw.
Because everybody had their motherfucking cameras off. No. So why you talking about you love that filter? You ain't seen none of these women with their cameras on. Huh?
Favorite, it has filters. Does it have?
No, it doesn't. And most of the people have their cameras off. So why are people coming in and talking about stuff unfiltered? Like they was trying to talk about Diamond Den. Like, oh well, you know, Diamond had people looking at the at the ceiling. She didn't use her filter. How you know they had a filter? Cause you tried to use it, and that's why your camera off.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So you obviously didn't like the way you looked. Like I just hate when people say shit and do the same shit they talking about. Okay, she had her camera in the ceiling, and you got your camera off. What's the fucking difference?
I have to join favorite it. I didn't even join it.
I was on there. I
missed a lot of stuff from the weekend. They say a lot of stuff happened. I didn't even get on from the weekend. I was okay with TikTok going away. I have me some peace. I don't have to cuss nobody out, and I don't have to drag no.
Yeah, Rose had her camera on, but I'm not talking about them people. Like Rose had her camera on, but Rose don't come for people with looks. Trina had her camera on. Trina don't give a fuck how she come on the camera. Y'all know that. But I'm talking about the people that's always coming for people. You know what I'm saying? Always coming. Those are the people that I feel like, well, your camera wasn't on either, so why are you talking about this woman? You know what I'm saying? Like you are no different than. I'm not saying Trina look bad. What I'm saying is Trina don't give a fuck if she got on the bonnet and the motherfucking moo-moo. She don't care. She come on the camera.
On for 6 days, and she would
ain't nobody
turn that camera on. I kept asking Trina to turn that camera off.
Hey, Brittany.
No, I know. I told her that. I told her that in her face. The hell? I told her, Trina, if you gonna keep the same clothes on, at least just keep the camera off.
She gonna get
and she said, "Nope, I'm not. I ain't gonna cut nothing out." But she had the same pajamas on for 6 goddamn days.
I don't know nothing about that.
But I told her in a
maybe she got sick. Maybe she like. Do y'all remember people used to be like, I always wear? Do y'all? That's what I'm saying. Because do you know how many people said that I wear the same black bra? Do you know how many black bras I got?
No, but
that's what I'm saying. How do we know? How we know she ain't got washing dry?
You ain't got that same pajamas. 6 days.
Trina admitted it.
Yeah, she admitted it last. Thank you.
Trina didn't give a damn. She was in the live, and somebody in the comments said, Trina, is that the same thing that you've been having on? And Trina said, sure is, bitch. If you want me to put on something else, buy it.
Well, maybe she got in the shower, put it in the washer, and then put it back on.
No, she ain't say she washed nothing. Turn my camera on for what? What I need to turn my camera on for?
All I'm saying is people that talk. I don't care about people that turn their cameras on or not. I just feel like the same people that's talking about one person is not doing anything different. It's just a hypocrisy.
No,
you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
The thing about it is, with this pajama situation, she could have kept her camera off and not let nobody see that she was in the same pajamas for all them days.
Is Trina blocked from over here?
Not no more.
She's gonna get you.
She shouldn't have had them pajamas on like that.
That's her business.
But it's still nasty. It's still nasty.
But Aries, honestly,
it's her business, but it's still nasty. It's still. You don't need to be sitting around the house. You did an interview Friday, and then here come Monday. You still got the same.
See, you know too much.
on.
How you know she had an interview? I ain't even know that.
Everybody, she had an interview with She Go.
Oh, an interview with She Go.
Poozy the one called the ass out on the morning show.
How Poozy gonna call her out when she sat in the hospital with that man for 5 days and 5 nights, not changing her drawers and clothes? Who is she? That's what I'm saying. It's the hypocrisy for me.
It don't matter.
How you gonna call Trina out for wearing the same pajamas when you sat in the hospital with that man with no, didn't change your drawers or your clothes for 5 days and nights? You ain't got no space. That's why I'm saying it be the people that ain't got no space to talk about people.
Well, guess what? After Poozy called out, she admitted to it. She said she had them same clothes on.
Huh? No, she was. She didn't have. She had clothes on. She was with somebody in the hospital.
She used the hospital sink and washed her drawers. And
that ain't what she said. She the one who told the story.
Wait, who's homeless? Lily Turner is not homeless.
I'm just telling the story how I was told.
I don't know why.
Just like her man told her she need to. Just like before her man was getting ready to screw her, he had to tell her to thoroughly wash her ass.
Aries, you know Trina is a professional.
Okay.
A professional.
Turn that head. Yeah,
You know what I mean. So you know they have to wear the same outfit. They just use feminine care.
Leave that girl alone.
I know Aries though. Aries know. She know how them streetwalkers be and shit.
Leave her alone. And why you gotta call her a streetwalker?
She admitted it her damn self that she sell her box.
Okay, well, why do you want the box?
Hell
why is y'all mad at her for repeat what she admitted? She the one.
Okay, but what they got to do with what we talking about though?
Yeah, be here.
Sorry, I feel better when women selling my
same clothes. Look, I'm a stay-at-home mom. Look, I'm a stay-at-home mom. Look,
but this right here is how shit get fought. This right here is how shit get taken and drugged too goddamn far. Y'all be thinking it. You thinking about how this should affect you. I think Trina had just made a video saying that she wasn't in the greatest mental spaces right now.
She's doing great.
No, she I ain't gonna lie to you. She just said she not in the greatest of mental spaces at Essence House. That shit could really fuck with a person. Y'all looking at it like yeah, she said that shit. You looking at Essence.
Mental issues for bad behavior, man.
Nah, hell nah. Hey, drop.
This ain't bad behavior. This ain't her. Like, I don't know.
Drop. You gotta look at this.
Knowing people's situation like that should be.
Okay.
That should
it's
be
the difference
sticky.
if it's an occasional.
In somebody else's house, you don't know what the fuck they got. And I'm gonna tell y'all why it's sensitive to me. I ain't wear no clothes back to back, but I remember when my house caught fire. And my job was more focused on, and I told my job, I'm like, I only got like certain stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nowhere to live right now. You know, I'm trying to get my kids together. And they worried about me being in dress code because I would wear this Abercrombie. They had this little Abercrombie jumpsuit. I had like 3 or 4 of them. And I would be rotating them out, and then I would wear I would switch that up throughout the week. And I remember my job calling me in the office talking about, well, we feel like it's been enough time, and now it's time for you to go. Mind you, they never offer me they got polos and shit. You ain't offering me shit, but you telling me it's been enough time for my situation. I still ain't even got nowhere to live, and you worried about my motherfucking clothes, and I'm still managing to get my ass up and come to work. Sometimes y'all don't fucking know what people got going on, and you worried about the wrong shit when the motherfucker got other shit that they worried about. The shit that you worried about ain't that important to them.
Okay.
Thanks. And the other thing is, y'all don't.
House, I think is a better space than what she's been in. I think
Essence House that could be even more. Look, you know that shit could tip it over the scale.
Space that doesn't mean that mentally she's in a better space. You don't know what somebody going through. I remember when my son left for the Navy, like I was fucked up. I didn't want to get up and do anything. I didn't want to do anything physically. It hurt me to just wake up and know, like, I don't know where in the world my son is, and I ain't never felt this feeling. You don't know where somebody is mentally. Right now, mentally, and I told you this, and I promise you, they say you finna eat the mic, goddamn. Go ahead, bag up. I'm sorry. You never know where anybody is. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. I've never been so as low as I am now. Mentally. And I would have to say